probably watching this later because today's class is running a bit late. I know. I had a couple of car troubles this morning. Car troubles happened on Friday, but a lot of things I'm working through with those car troubles, and I just was running a bit late, so I figured, hey, if I can't get here at 2, I'll do it at 2:30. So I realize a lot of you guys may be watching this later, but if you are here with me now, thank you. Like I said, I think 2 weeks ago, today I'm going to be going over bow staff, and I'm going to actually kind of probably do bow staff for the next 2 months, just because it's one of my favorite weapons. But also, this month we've had a day off, and I know a lot of people want to spend that time and get ready to get going. So, spend the time that we missed last week and give it a little bit more. Because of that. So, with that being said, let's start working on some bow staff things. Bow to your side and down. Today I'm going to show you a couple of basic strikes, and maybe if we have time, maybe an advanced strike as well. Not advanced, but intermediate strike. So here's what I would like you to do. Grab your bow staff, one here, and tuck it under your armpit. The first thing that I'm going to get you guys started on is just the simple upward and downward strikes. Now I want you to hit kind of powerful when you do this. Now, not a whole bunch, just a little bit. Now, if you're asking yourself, man, that hurts a ton, you're probably doing it wrong. Where you hit is you hit right here. So there's a little bone right there, that's your shoulder bone, not your neck, in between. There's a little soft pad for you to hit. That's where you're going up and striking and down. I want you to do this until you feel comfortable, or if you don't know when that is, 20 times. Then I want you to go to the other side and do the same thing. Ready, and go. And while you're doing that, like I said, I got here like 3 minutes ago, so I had to set everything up real fast here. Woo! There we are. And there we are. Ooh, 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 ooh. There we go. And am I here? Is the camera a bit up? Cool. Let's. So you guys should probably be on this side already, going up and down. And if you're not, that's fine. That's fine. Get used to it for the current moment, and you'll be able to get there eventually. Alright, so I figure you guys are about done with that. Now let me show you the next strikes. So the next strikes are diagonal strikes. Diagonal, going a downward strike here, and then also an upward strike there. So, to get used to this, there's a little bit of a combo that I like to show everybody to make this easy. You're going to start your bow here. If you don't know where to get there, one hand facing out, one hand facing in. Preferably your left hand out, right hand in, but you can do it however you would like. And you're going to go up to your shoulder blade. Once you go up to your shoulder blade, you're going to take your other hand and tuck it under your armpit. Then again, you're going to go up, diagonal, up, diagonal. Now I want you to do this. I'm going to set the time here. I'll set the time for like 30 seconds. And get used to this motion. The faster you go, the better you get at it. Now, you can do this either side, but understand that your preferred hand, let's say you're right-handed, should be on top, or should be facing inward. That's my preferred hand, is the right. You may be a left person. The kind of cool thing about bow staff is I want you guys to know with both hands, but you should always have a preferred or dominant hand that you start with and you kind of do most of your striking with. I always like right. Now, you got that down, let's do the inverse. The inverse of this is we're going to go an upward strike here, and then go to that downward strike. Now when you do this, you'll notice that I'm rotating my feet. It makes things a bit easier, kind of like your skinny front stances, and the same direction you're spinning. You don't need to do that. I could stand flat-footed, and it works just the same. Now, from here in just a second, we're going to combine these two that we just did. It's going to be a bit of a brain teaser, but I think you guys will like it. So I'm going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Cool. So now I just want you to mix the two. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So you go diagonal, up, down, up, down. Now I want you to do this, we'll say 10 times on your left, then 10 times on your right. Really get used to that motion. If you get this down really, really well, feel free to start doing it in your diagonals and switching directions. So going 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See how I'm switching stances from here there to there? That's usually your next thing. Because if you're doing bow staff looking like this, it's not going to look very good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you get that down, try going to the other side. Nice. All right, so those are some of your basic oh my goodness. Those are some of your basic strikes. And we're now gonna make this a bit more difficult. I'm gonna show you some side strikes. Now at the start of this, it's gonna seem rather easy, but I'm gonna add more and more as time goes on. So let's get started first with this simple side strike. Now a very common mistake I see a lot of people make on these, right, is they go here, they're pointing, they do an awesome side strike, but they end too early. If you were a person that I'm fighting, would I hit you here with the back part of my bow staff? No, I would stop you for your face. You want to be able to swing across. So what I want you to work on is going there and bringing it back. Now you're hitting your tricep here, right here, and that's how you hit powerful. If you're aiming too low, you're going to see it come up a little bit. If you're aiming too high, it's going to be almost impossible for you to get it across center line. But when you hit that tricep, you're able to tuck this hand in. There. Now just keep going back and forth. Nice. Now put it under your other armpit. You don't have to do the fancy helicopter spin. We're going to get to that soon here. Just make sure that your left or right hand, your opposite hand, is tucked under your armpit. Now side strike, open up. Shh. 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 Now, so I know this seems rather simple. A lot of orange, purple belts are getting a lot out of this. Some purple, some blue belts, some red belts, maybe thinking, Master Nick, this is too easy. Stick with me here because then you'll very much enjoy the end of class. But if you're saying this is too easy, then I'm going to show you the end of class and you're going to struggle. Trust me, these basics are what build our advanced things. If you don't know these well, then you're going to struggle there. I do this all the time for warm-up. Now, you're going to go back to your original elbow. You're going to go side strike, then flip it under. Side, now I'm going to take the bottom part of my bow staff, lift up my elbow and tuck it under. So I'm here, 1, 2. I'm here, 1, 2. To get back to my original part, I'm just going to do the same thing. Side, flip, side, flip, side, flip. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. So keep working on that. It's going to be slow, and then we're going to speed it up in just a second here. If you do have this down quite low, let me show you how you can do this fancier, kind of like how we did last time, right? Start over here, your side flip, whip it all the way across your body, flip it down. Same thing on this one. Oh, I accidentally did a helicopter there. All right, so now let's get to the part that I was just talking about, the helicopter. Feel free while I'm talking, do this. I know I'm talking a lot. So, you know that up diagonal that we did earlier? We're going to do that exact same thing. But instead of stopping it right here on our shoulder, we're going to lift it above our head, then strike. Above our head, strike. With my other hand, I'm going to bring it up like I'm going to hit here. Psych, bring it up, strike. Now I'm going to turn sideways because there's a very big thing a lot of people miss here. I'm not just doing this. Although I am going up and missing and striking, this doesn't work on switching sides. If I want to make it look good, I have to bring it all the way up above my head and strike. So I go up, but I shoot it higher up here. Then I can rotate, strike down. Up, strike. Nice. So keep doing the helicopter. If you don't have it down, practice it. Up, miss your shoulder, don't hit, straight to the strike. If you got that, up, way above your shoulder, strike. Try to make the bow flat above your head. If you have that down, let me show you a harder version of this. It, again, requires going multiple directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, helicopter to the other side. The other way that you can approach that is if you want to go a little bit more advanced, going helicopter, helicopter over your head to the other side. Now this isn't a good combo, but it does practice those helicopters well, especially when you start to put it into other moves. So you're going 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, spin. Woo! Awesome, okay. So now that we got a couple of our basic strikes down, I'm going to show you one more strike. And it's simple and it's very easy. You can do it 10 times. We're going to talk about the poke. So, on this poke, all you need to understand is that you're pushing your body forward at it. So this hand kind of comes up like you're doing a robot dance move. As you keep this other hand either locked, letting it go. See how my hand twists out? Or, it's locked on the same part of the bow staff, right? Or I can let it slide. So as this hand comes out, my hand stays in the same spot, and I let the bow move between it. There. So I don't care how you do this, just do tempo, maybe mix it up. Bam. This, letting it slide, works really well if you want to go into a spin move next. Because then your hands are close together, which makes any sort of spinning move a lot easier. Although, if you're ending something and you need power, my suggestion is to lock your hands, throw it out there, and give a loud keel. So this is more better for striking combos. This is more better if you're going for some flair in your form. All right. So now we know all our strikes. I want to show you one more thing, and then we're going to actually start to build a combo. Now I want to say, this is going to be relatively advanced. If you don't want to do this, just practice your helicopters at this time. I'm going to show you how to do a palm spin. Now I'll let you know, if you do a palm spin, it is risky. It's very risky because I am no longer grabbing onto the bow. Whatever the bow wants to do is what you've already told it to do. You can't actively change it while it's spinning. Meaning that the second I let go of this bow, it's going to do and flow in the direction that I originally set its track on. If I go somewhere like this and I set it off wrong, I can't actively change that. It's just going to fall to where it needs to go, and hopefully I can course correct. So take a moment to find the center of the bow. If you have not done this before, here's my suggestion. Take one finger, put it on where you think the center is. Now, realistically, it's probably going to fall to one side. Falls to that side, you move your finger a little bit towards it. See how it moved a little bit that way, a little bit this way, a little bit that way, and there's my center. Yes, I know it's where the black part is. It's supposed to be that way. So now that you've got your center, I want you to grab it with two fingers. I call this, well, this isn't quite the okay grip, but it's very close. Go around, and if you want to go into the okay grip, you can. Okay grip because it makes an okay sound. And I want you to bring it across your body. So if you're using your left hand, I want you to bring it to your right side of your body. If you're using your right hand, I want you to bring it to the left side of your body. What you're going to do is I want you to create it flat and practice this spin up. Making this almost a 90-degree angle with your arm. All right, so now that you got that down, you're going to open your palm and you're going to do this little spin, rotation. Feel free to try it out without your bow staff, almost like you're screwing a light bulb, but opposite. If I'm on this side, it's remember, you need to spin it in the same direction you told it to go. You need to set its course correct or it's gonna fall off. Meaning that if it's going this way and I try to spin it the other way, it's not gonna work. I have to let it go in the same direction. So now that you got that reverse light bulb turn, you got this motion up. You're gonna combine the two. The second you bring your hand up, you're gonna reverse light bulb spin, flatten your palm down, here, almost like you're pushing the ceiling up, and let it roll. If you're having trouble with this, it's probably because you either haven't found the center, or you're spinning it in the wrong rotation. Meaning that it's not flat, you're not creating a flat surface, or you didn't spin it fast enough, and it ends up looking like that. Your bow will go flying down, obviously, right? Or you may see something a little bit like this. You need to trust yourself to create a flat surface with your hand. Reverse light bulb spin, there. When you feel like it's about to fall, it's going off your palm. All you're gonna do is close your hand. I typically close back into that OK symbol when it rolls back into my pinky, or into my thumb, and bring it down. Then you can go the other way, you can do finger twirls. We're not quite there yet, but you can do what you'd like. So again, I'm here, palm flat, let it spin, come around. A way that I can stop my bow staff, so if you're having trouble with this, is I kind of go flat and then I stick my thumb up. That way, when the bow is spinning, and I stick this thumb up, it automatically stops on it. The second it does, I can close my fingers and grab. So I'm here, when I want to stop the bow staff, I stick my thumb up and grab. It's hard to demonstrate this slowly, but I'm trying my best here. All right, so you got a palm spin, you got a helicopter, you got your upwards and diagonal strikes, you have your inverse diagonal strikes, you have your side strikes, your flips. You got this all down. I have 10 minutes left. You're gonna create your very own combo with me. Now, if you don't wanna create your own combo, you're like, Master Nick, I'm not creative. Then you don't have to. You can just take mine. But let's get started. Let's create our own flurry, our own fast-paced movement. Grab your bow staff. 1, 2. Tuck it under your armpit. So, I would like you to choose one strike to start it out. You can choose legitimately any strike you would like. But choose one of them. Cool. Now that you got that strike, I'm going to go inverse diagonal here. I want you to choose a strike to get out of it. Now, it can be the same strike. You can just go like 1, 2, that's fine. However, I want you to choose one way to get out of this position, to reset you back under an armpit. Cool, now I would like you to choose a different strike. A different strike. Now, this different strike, well, I'll actually let you choose 3 strikes. But these 3 strikes can be whatever you'd like, but it needs to end on your opposite armpit, meaning that you're here, you can go side, side, helicopter. That's 3 strikes. You could go up, diagonal, 2 strikes, but it still works. You can go diagonal up, down, helicopter. I don't really care, it needs to end under an armpit and you got 3 strikes, or 2 if you'd like. It doesn't really matter. It's all about just coming up with fast motions. All right, so I'll choose mine. I'm going to go up, down, and then I'm going to go inverse, up, down. I'm going to go side, flip, stab. There we go. So far my combo is diagonal, up, down, side, flip, stab. Now we just need to add one more thing. Oh, 2 more things. I want you to add 1 to 2 strikes and end with something powerful. It could be a downward strike, but 2 strikes and then something powerful. You're welcome to repeat what you've already done, but try to come up with different strikes, right? Because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different strikes today. If you can't 8 strikes. If you can't put together a new one, you're not being creative enough. So let me come up with mine. So far I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I need 2 strikes, and then a powerful one. I'm going to go helicopter, helicopter, strike down. So I'm going 2 helicopters and then a heavy strike to the other side. So far my combo would be this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, messed up my feet. 8. So now I got my combo there. It is 8 strikes in total. 8 is going to be your maximum number of strikes in your combo, although it may be a little bit less because I gave you 2 to 3. It may be 6 is fine. Now that you got your combo, we're going to set up directions. We're going to make it interesting because me just going like this is not very fun or creative. So just like we did at the start of class where we practiced going, we're going to do the same thing. Take your first 3 strikes and choose one of them to change directions. Any strike can change directions, although I will tell you, doing something like that where you're doing an upward strike where your motion is going this way and not going that way, not switching sides, it's going to look a bit different and it won't feel smooth. So my suggestion is do it on things where your bow is crossing the center line. So if it's not crossing the center line, don't do it. So I'm going to choose mine now. I'm going to choose, of course, the cross diagonal here to switch. So I'm starting out my bow routine here. Now, I said 2 strikes switching armpits or 3 strikes switching armpits. You don't have to switch armpits, but that's the idea. I want you to choose one of those to switch directions as well. Or if you don't want to switch directions, I want you to step forward with one of your foot. So you can either switch directions or step forward. So I'm here. I'm going to choose to step forward. Now, finally, we got our final 3 strikes, and it's ending in a very powerful one. If you step forward, I need you to change directions. If you change directions, I need you to step forward. So I want you to choose the other one. I step forward, so I need to change directions. So I'm going helicopter, helicopter, strike. So here's my full combo. We're creating a bow routine in the fly. Ask yourself, does this look good? And if it doesn't, feel free to go back and change what you want. This is how I create every bow form that you see on demo team. It's literally just taking these elements, taking these parts and saying, what looks good? What is something I haven't done before? How can I make it dynamic? So my whole combo looks like this. Pretty cool, right? It's fairly easy, and it's something that even a purple belt could do. It's all about just taking your time on it, though. And then finally, once you get it done and you took your time to make a really great one, take some more time to practice and get it better. The best bow staff people in the world are not really doing anything so much more advanced than you or I. There may be a couple of moves in there, but at the end of the day, all their strikes are things that we're doing right here. The difference is that they've practiced it a million times. They've done it over and over and over and over again to the point where it looks flawless. So here's what I would like you to do. Practice your own combo 5 times, and then we're gonna end class. Bow, and go. All right, not bad. Now I'm gonna change directions a bit. I'm gonna add more diagonals in it to make it look fancier. You don't have to do that. Go. All right. 3 more times. Let's speed it up now. Ready? Go. All right. 2 more times. Let's go a bit faster. Ready? Go. Woohoo! I made a mistake. It's fine. Those things happen. Maybe you've done it at the same time I did. Maybe you messed it up on the first one. Let's go again. Ready? Final time. Go. Ooh. Messed that one up. I can't do it yet. All right. Face me. Chariot. Kunye. I understand that a lot of you guys will be watching this later, so thank you for joining me today if you are joining at a separate time. I appreciate it. Work on these post-half things. I'll be back here on time next week at 2. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Face me, Chariot, Kunye, bow. I will see you later.